So I'm not gonna lie, I've been a big fan of Griffin Gaming ever since his Hippo Zone drama. I've been watching him for a while, and I watch his live streams quite frequently, and honestly, you can't take this away from the guy, he's pretty entertaining. But the problem is when he claims that fanboys are gay or fanboys are toxic, and console wars all in all are just really gay, but then turns around and fuels the console wars. Now, if you listen to Griffin Gaming for any period of time, especially in his live streams, you know that this guy is no anti-fanboy or anti-console war like he tries to make you think he is. What he is anti-PlayStation. Like, this guy can't stop shitting on anything PlayStation related. He says the PS2 was trash, especially compared to the GameCube. He says the PS3 is complete garbage, it has no games on it. He doesn't really trash on the PS4, but when he speaks about it, he doesn't speak about it very nicely. He says that he played like one game on it, I think it was God of War 2018, and he immediately turns around and sells his PS4. But he did keep his Xbox, so that tells you where his loyalties are at. And other than that, he just keeps continually making videos just trashing on the PS5 over and over again, trying to make people think it's some garbage console. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have a PS5, and it's okay. I mean, they didn't really come out with any exclusives I really care about. I played Spider-Man 2018 Remastered on it, and I played Miles Morales. They're alright, pretty good I would say. But I mostly play on PC, which is obviously what I'm recording this on, and I have a 3060 Ti, so before anyone calls me a fanboy, I'm a PC gamer, so you can suck it. Anyways, also, you guys know, if you've been watching his live streams, his inconsistencies extends far beyond consoles. He talks about a lot of things that he's just really inconsistent on. And we're not going to get into those today, we're just going to show you his fanboy burst over the PS2 and PS3. So without further ado, let's see why the PS2 and PS3 are single-handedly the most trash consoles to ever exist.
Does seem to come and go, and one thing that I definitely always tried to keep around was my Game Boy. I played it constantly. It was a really
I liked my Game Boy as well.
big part of my childhood was having a way to play Pokemon and Link's Awakening.
Well, fuck Link's Awakening, but Pokemon's lit as fuck.
So this isn't really related to what he says about the PS2 or PS3, but I just need to say this. He says this a lot. Anytime anyone in his streams talks about a Zelda game, mainly Breath of the Wild, he just shits on it. He says that it's a trash game, that it's really boring. And obviously Griffin's the type of guy to take his opinion as fact, and he thinks that everyone else's opinion is completely mute or that it's trash. But let's be honest, most people would take a Link's Awakening over Pokemon. Now, if you take Pokemon over Link's Awakening, that's fine, that's your opinion, you can have your opinion. If you like the Pokemon games better, then that's great. But me personally, I'd take Link's Awakening any day over Pokemon. That's not to say Pokemon is trash, I'm just saying. That's my opinion, and a lot of people share that opinion. And I'm gonna be honest, if Griffin Gaming said half the things he says in his live streams and his regular videos, he would get dislike bombed so hard. Like if he shat on the PS2 or the PS3 or any of the Zelda games in his videos, he'd get so many dislikes, but he doesn't do it because he knows that that's an unpopular opinion. He knows people wouldn't like that opinion, and he likes money, so he's not gonna not appease his fans.
I've just been moving and shit, dude. I haven't had time to play games. Oski Woski with the 2. Top 10 tragic anime backstories of all time. I know, man. This is kind of a deep origin story, though. Ambient space noise with the 2. Ridley Scott just bought film rights for the story. Oh, shit. I'd go see the Dreamcast guy movie. Abso-fucking-lutely. Bro, the PS2's trash. I had one, barely even used it.
For new Dreamcast.
GameCube was way better than the PS2.
Now, does that scream anti-console war energy to anybody, or does that scream GameCube fanboy? Like, listen to this man. The PS2 is trash. Shut up. Just because you like the GameCube better doesn't make it trash.
The mouse, the fishing rod, everything, because they're...
Bro, facts. The GameCube was way better than the PS2. I had both of them. I never used my PS2. Like, I rarely ever turned that shit on. The GameCube was just such a better console. The controller was better. That PS2 controller was fucking dog shit, man.
So there's not really much to say about this other than that's completely his opinion, and if you share that opinion, that's fine. Personally, I'd take the PS2 controller over the GameCube any day, other than the fact that the GameCube has the offset sticks, which I love. I really hate the just the layout and the feel of the controller. The PS2 controller feels so much better, other than the analog sticks. If it was just in the same position as the GameCube controller, then it would be perfect, but again, this is just an opinion. There's not really much to say.
Not to mention the UI was really annoying. I don't know. I never liked the PS2.
Yeah, that's the same story with anything PlayStation related. You hate anything PlayStation related. You hate the games, you hate the consoles. The only thing you really don't hate is the PSP. I know that because I listen to your live streams quite frequently. Fanboys usually hate the opposing team.
The GameCube was just way better. It had better games by fucking far. It wasn't even close.
Major cap. You see, this is how you know this dude is the biggest fanboy on the internet. It wasn't even close. Are you kidding me? I can start listing off so many PS2 games that were much better than the GameCube games. I mean, other than Smash, there's not really much on the GameCube that can beat the PS2. In my opinion, and there's a lot of people that share that opinion, and I'm going to say this again, if you like the GameCube better, or you like the GameCube games better, that's fine, but I think most people can agree that the PS2 was a much more iconic console, had much more iconic games and characters.
Like, literally, most people just had a PS2 because it was a cheap DVD player. And don't even at me, because you know it's fucking true, man. You know your grandma probably had a PS2 back in the day.
Yeah, she had a PS2 so her kids could play the PlayStation games. You see, this is what I mean. This guy won't say a single thing positive about anything PlayStation related. Like, that is one of the worst excuses I've ever heard in my life for a console to be successful. He knows that the PS2 was one of the most, if not the most successful console, and his excuse for that being the case is, oh, everyone just bought it for a DVD player. Shut the fuck up, dude. You have no idea what you're talking about. Just because you didn't like the console doesn't mean that it wasn't a success.
Griffin needs to realize that his word isn't law. No, I'm not going to. Because I already know it is.
Now, obviously, I know he's just joking around, but it's just this mentality that he has, and he portrays it all the time. In this instance, obviously, it's a joke, but he actually does portray this little dick energy of my word means more than anybody else's. My opinion means more than anybody else's. And if you disagree with me, you're retarded.
Sam the Madman with the 2, any DualShock model any DualShock model is less than any other controller. Dude, the DualShock controllers are literally the worst fucking controller of all time. Don't at me. I'd rather use a fucking Wiimote.
Major cap. So, this is what I'm going to say about this. I didn't like the PS3 remote. I thought it was fine. I would definitely prefer the 360 remote. And I liked the PS4 remote. They did a much better job of making it feel more next gen. But I would still take the Xbox One remote over it. Now the PS5 remote, it's a fantastic remote. Most people, if not everybody, can agree that the PS5 remote is actually a very good remote. Not only did they make it feel much more comfortable in the hands, they made it bigger, but they also gave it, obviously, the adaptive triggers. If you like the adaptive triggers or not, that's fine. But they innovated with the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedback. The vibrations on it is much nicer than any rumble you've ever felt before on any controller, and that's a fact. Now, whether the Series X remote is better than the PS5 remote, in your opinion, that's besides the point. Personally, I like the feel of the Series X remote better, but I like the vibration on the PS5 remote better than the Series X remote. I don't know. They're practically equal in my opinion, but to say that all the PlayStation remotes are complete trash is major cap, and that's fanboy energy.
You're insane if you think the GameCube is better than a PS2. Then lock me up in the fucking crazy bin and call me fucking psycho, because there is no fucking reality on this earth where the PlayStation 2 is a better console than the GameCube. And I will literally debate this shit with you until the fucking sun comes up, because you cannot name 10 games on the fucking PS2 that are better than 4 games I could probably name on the GameCube right now.
Like, you can hear it in this man's voice. He is pissed. He is pissed that people in his chat have a different opinion than him. Obviously, because his opinion is the only one that matters. But, like, listen to this. If this was somebody saying that the Xbox One was better, or like the first Xbox was better than the GameCube or whatever, like, he wouldn't really care. But the fact that it's a PlayStation, this is why this man is so bent over on his feelings. Anyways, challenge accepted. I'm gonna name over 10 games that are much better than anything that the GameCube has to offer. Except maybe Smash. I mean, also, not to mention, the PS2 library was so much bigger than the GameCube's, and most of the games were so much better than the GameCube as well. I mean, it's not even a question. The biggest redeeming factor the GameCube has over the PS2 is Smash, and that's a fact. Now, let me list off the games. GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City, God of War 2, which he mentions as we go on in the video, but Kingdom Hearts 2, Devil May Cry 3, Midnight Club 3, Dub Edition, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2, Final Fantasy, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Battlefront, Shadow of the Colossus, and Bully. Those are 14 games that are better than anything you can even think of playing on the GameCube. Much better. And I think 90% of people on this planet can agree with that. And again, other than Smash, but again, one game on the GameCube isn't gonna beat the entire PS2 library. That's just retarded energy.
There is nothing on the PS2 that made that shit a fucking must-own console. The GameCube literally had like one of the best fucking lineups that Nintendo ever fucking had.
That statement aged like milk.
The PS2 was a multi-platform machine, and the only fucking good game is God of War 1 and 2. That is fucking it. Everything else was a fucking multi-plat. That's it, man.
Listen to how pissed this man is. He is absolutely livid. And he seriously wants us to believe that he's not a fanboy. Come on. This guy's like the biggest fanboy on the internet. Alright, so I'm going to admit it. I listen to Colt Eastwood, and I listen to Dealer Gaming, and I also listen to MBG. I like to listen to PlayStation podcasts and Xbox podcasts. So I don't really cheerlead for any of the consoles. I think that both of them are fantastic, and I've owned many different consoles in the past, but I just hate seeing this fanboy crap. It's really ironic how Griffin Gaming always talks about these fanboys and calls them out and says that console wars are gay, but he literally fuels the console wars daily. He has nothing good to say about the PlayStation and always hypes up Xbox. Like, this guy is so big and up in his feelings and his fanboy console wars. It's crazy. Dealer Gaming and Colt Eastwood have a much better opinion than he does. They're much more fair. They're much more balanced. Like, it's insane. Griffin Gaming's opinion on consoles can be summed up to, your console's trash because I said so. Your games are trash because I said so. If that's not a fanboy, you don't know what a fanboy is.
Bro, Metal Gear Solid's fucking ass, bro. The fuck you want to watch a cutscene for 18 hours?
Like, I can imagine the backlash that he would get if he said that on his main channel. Metal Gear Solid is a cutscene. It's trash. Bruh. Big fanboy energy. So, here's the thing with Griffin Gaming. His game experience can be summed up to right click, left click. That's it. Like, this is all this man does all day. This is Griffin Gaming's gaming experience. This is all he does. Because all he plays is first-person shooters. all day. And no, Metal Gear is not just a bunch of cutscenes. If you actually played the game, you would know. Sure, there are more cutscenes and Sony exclusives than most games, and you don't like that because you have the attention span of a goldfish, but most normal people can enjoy games and not get bored within 2 seconds of a cutscene and then instantly quit. Like, this is the same guy that trashes on Starfield just because he thinks it's just going to be one big cutscene. This is also the same guy that says, oh, it's whatever you want, guys. If you like a game, at the end of the day, they're just games and they're meant to entertain, so don't listen to what anyone else says. And then turns around and says Metal Gear is trash and all PlayStation exclusives are trash, obviously except God of War, because of the cutscenes. Like, shut up. There's one thing Griffin Gaming says that is true. Opinions are like butts. Some are more full of shit than others. And in this case, Griffin's about to take a huge dump. Which, mind you, he does a lot during his live streams. I wonder why. 'Cause his opinions are full of shit.
Bro, if we want to talk about how influential the GameCube is, literally the most popular, literally the most hyped fighting game of all fucking time came from the GameCube. Like, literally probably the most popular professional fighting game, even in this fucking day, is from the GameCube. Like, Super Smash Bros. Melee is literally probably the most influential fighting game of all fucking time, and it's still extremely relevant today, and probably more relevant today than any fighting game that's released in the past 2 decades.
So, I can kind of agree with that take. Smash Melee was extremely influential. Probably more influential than a lot of PS2 games. But to say that one game makes a console better than the entire PS2 library is retard energy. Major retard energy. Major fanboy energy. And you know it.
Like, bro, there's more people who give a fuck about Super Smash Bros. Melee than any fucking fighting game that's come out in the past 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Smash Ultimate seems pretty relevant these days.
Like, bro, the GameCube is on a different fucking level. You cannot tell me that the GameCube did not have a better library than the PS2. Like, it's not even a question. It's not even a question.
This guy has the self-awareness levels of that of a gnat. He lists one game, Smash Melee, and says that the entire GameCube library was much better than the PS2 library. I just listed so many games that outclasses 99% of the GameCube's library, the little library that it has. Get out of here with this fanboy energy.
Because sometimes...
Bro, God of War 1 and 2 are literally the only games I said that are worth playing on the PS2. Outside of that, it was trash, bro.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Silent Hill 2 was trash. Shadow of the Colossus, garbage. Star Wars Battlefront 2, absolute trash. GTA San Andreas and GTA Vice City, absolute garbage. And you're a retard if you play any of the Kingdom Hearts. Like, this man is the dumbest form of fanboy I've ever seen on the planet.
Resident Evil 4 was on the GameCube. Wasn't the best version of Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube as well? Like, I'm pretty sure that was, like, regarded as the best version of the game, too, correct?
I mean, just to listen to this fanboy. The best version of Resident Evil was on the GameCube. Oh my goodness. This man has no idea what he's talking about. Anything that's not on the PlayStation is the best form, according to Griffin Gaming.
This is not a conversation I have much stake in. I mean, at least nobody's out here actually saying that the PS3 was a good console, because then we would actually have a problem.
Yeah, the PS3 was a pretty good console. Other than the controller, the games were fantastic. Infamous 1 and 2, absolute fire, and don't even at me at that. Like, this man is complete cap if you're trying to tell me that the Xbox games that came out on the 360 were better than most of the PlayStation 3 games. Now, I can admit Gears was good, and obviously Halo. I played Halo a lot. They were fantastic. The PS3 outsold the Xbox 360 at the end of the day for a good reason. Now, obviously, that's not to say the 360 wasn't a good console. It was a fantastic console. In my opinion, I think that the 360 was a little better than the PS3. But to say that the PS3 is trash, come on now.
Like, I'm dead serious. If anybody unironically likes the PS3, we cannot be friends.
Yeah, not too sure I want to be friends with somebody with Down syndrome.
The PS3 is so fucking bad. Like, it's not even a joke. The PS3 is probably like the ass crack of the video game industry.
Kind of ironic considering you take a shit literally every single stream.
I literally owned a PS2 the entire fucking console generation. Never fucking used it. But, yeah, when I got my Game Boy, that was game over, bro. The Game Boy was lit as fuck. Then I got the GameCube, then I got a DS, then I got a Wii. Ooh, bruh. Good times, man.
This is so sad. We all know why he never used his PS2. It's because he has an attention span of a goldfish. Plus, you can tell he's really into the, like, kiddie kind of games. I mean, other than him playing God of War, like, he's obsessed with, like, Mario and Pokemon. Like, oh my goodness, this man. Like, it's okay if you play that if you're like a kid, but like if you're unironically playing Mario Kart in 2021 and you're a grown-ass man also playing Pokemon or trading with Pokemon cards, that's pretty sad. Grow up.
Good times. Then I got my PS3. Nasty. Then I got a 360 and then it was like, oh, thank fucking God, man.
So with a statement like that, how can you tell people that you're not a fanboy? The PS3, the 360, oh, thank God. Like, seriously, this is major fanboy energy. Instead of saying something like, the PS3, you know, I didn't really like it, it wasn't for me, he says, oh, it was trash, and you're retarded if you like the PS3. I know he didn't say that in this video, but he said it in other streams.
The 360 was dope. Let's save that entire generation for me.
So this guy's channel nowadays is just PlayStation bad, PS5 bad, and you can see where his background is coming from. He hated the PS2 and PS3 and sold his PS4, so how can this guy tell us that he's not biased? How can this guy tell us that he has an objective, unbiased opinion when it comes to the Xbox Series X and PS5? He doesn't. All he sees is PlayStation bad, because mutt walking simulator. This is also the same guy that would love to play the new Hellblade. I mean, I'm not going to dig through his live streams and show you the exact point where he says that he's excited for the new Hellblade, but just take my word for it. He said that he's excited for Hellblade, which is a walking simulator, according to Griffin Gaming. But you know, it's not on PlayStation, so I guess it's good.
Oski Woski with the 2. What's a PS3? So, you know that thing that comes out of a dog's ass when they, like, squat down on the ground?
No, it's, what is it? Your opinions, yeah, that's what it is.
Cheerlessness of the Grove with the 2. PS3 is the best. All 3 of mine lasted 4 months. Bro, a truer statement has never been said. Bro, that shit literally fucking died on me all the time. I got so many yellow lights on my PS3s.
Are we really gonna start talking about the yellow light? Come on now. We all know what happened to the 360. Red ring of death? Hello? This man. I should actually say this boy, because that more fits his description.
Crazy Crack at 831 with the 5 PS3 overall shat on the 360.
Bruh.
No.
I mean, it outsold it. Just saying no is not an argument.
Ouchtown Population U? I mean, bruh, if that hurts me, then bring on more, because I detect nothing but cap.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up your whole stream. Cap.
Sam the Madman with the 5M20, and I started gaming in 2003 with Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube. GameCube's goated as fuck. Bruh, the GameCube is like literally the undisputed best Nintendo console. And I don't want to hear it. I mean, you can maybe make the case the SNES, sure, if you grew up with that. I didn't. I never had one, but the GameCube, bro, straight fire.
Oh my goodness. This dude, he's clearly a GameCube fanboy, and it's so obvious. I'm just gonna say this, in my opinion, I'm gonna say the best Nintendo console would be the Wii. I know a lot of people like the 3DS. I loved the 3DS, so you can have your opinions on that. Anyways, that's basically it for the video. So, if you like Griffin Gaming, I completely understand. He's very entertaining. Again, I've been watching him ever since the Hippo Zone drama. But, you know, I'm still going to continue watching him because he is very entertaining. Plus, it gives me something to do when I'm on the night shift. You know, just listening to his live streams is pretty fun. If you're a regular watcher in his live streams, you know that his inconsistencies happens like all the time. Like, it's not even funny. And again, this video isn't to bash on the GameCube or anything or any other console. I liked the GameCube. I liked a lot of the games on it, but I'm just calling out this guy for being a huge fanboy when he claims that he's not. Actually, this isn't the first time I call out Griffin Gaming. I called him out for him trashing the PS5 a while back. I think it was like at the beginning of January or like in December. I forget. But all in all, I do like this guy, but I just hate it when he makes these stupid fanboy arguments. Anyways, if you want to see me call out any other fanboys or just bad takes in general, make sure you send the video to me. You can either DM me, email me, or just put the link in the description. I don't really care. Make sure you give the video a like. It really helps it out. And subscribe to the channel. Except you, Griffin Gaming, because I know you're watching this. I don't want you to sub. Love you.